Sparka.com/SEO. Sparka.com/SEO, eCommerce SEO, and how to get your e-commerce web store to page 1 of Google so you can actually sell your products all day long. Now, at Sparka, some of our internal projects, we actually have e-commerce stores that do sell products all day long, and it just feels great to wake up at 3 a.m. in the morning and have a sale, wake up at 3:30 a.m. in the morning because your SMS, your beeper, your Gmail alert goes off the hook with another sale, and every 10-20 minutes you're getting a sale. It just feels great to do that. And I'm going to tell you what the 3 biggest reasons why you fail to make that happen. These are there's actually an 8-point checklist that we're going to do in our next video. By the way, for that next video, go to sparka.com/private. It's not going to be a public video. It will be a private video. There's an 8-point checklist to the things that you must do in order to get to page 1 of Google with your e-commerce store. If you're missing any one of these, some of these you might even know already, but if you're missing just one, sorry, you're going to fail to show up on page 1 because there are guys doing all 8 of them perfectly. And I'll tell you what they are. That's sparka.com/private. Now, let's go into the 3 biggest reasons why you don't show up on page 1 of Google. Number 1, and this is probably the biggest one, your page title and your page URL does not match the actual query of your potential customer. The words that you're focusing on are not the words that your end user, your customer, is searching for. And I'll give you a perfect example. This might surprise you. You might think, well, of course it is. We make wingtip leather shoes, or we make platform kill heels, or we sell platform kill heels. People search for platform kill heels. Sure they do, but that's not how they search. What they search for, yes. How they search for it, no. You have to meet both those criteria. I'll give you this example. You as the guy that's the owner of the store, you're inundated and you're the expert. The trouble is, experts and novices, experts and amateurs, experts and consumers speak a different language. So, of course, the words that you think that you use to describe this product are not going to be the same words that your consumers can use because they're not inundated the way you are. Your language level is different. What do they search for? They're actually searching for Jimmy Choo shoes. But what I've seen 80% of our clients do with e-commerce stores, they come to us and say, hey, our website is super optimized for platform heels by Jimmy Choo. Why aren't we showing up? Why aren't we getting a lot of sales under Jimmy Choo shoes? Well, because platform shoes by Jimmy Choo is totally different. It's a totally different phrase than Jimmy Choo platform shoes. Do you see what I'm saying? The words that you're targeting in your SEO must precisely match character by character the query that someone types into Google. That's the only way you're going to show up on page 1 of Google. So you have to know, are people searching for Ferragamo Uomini wingtip leather shoes, or are they searching for wingtip leather shoes by Ferragamo Uomini? Do you see what I'm saying? You have to be able to do that research and get that precisely down, and then if it's both, if 30% of people are searching for one phrase and 70% are searching for another phrase, optimize for both with 2 different pages. Do not try to do this with one page. You'll fail because there are guys that specialize. There's enough competition out there that there's one guy that's an expert at getting himself optimized for Ferragamo Uomini wingtip leather shoes, and there's another guy that's optimizing for wingtip leather shoes by Ferragamo Uomini. So that's number 1. Precise matching your keywords to queried terms. Number 2, manufacturer description. Throw away the manufacturer description. Do not use the description provided by the manufacturer because that manufacturer has 5,000 web stores, literally, that are just copying, pasting, and using the exact same description that came in on the Excel spreadsheet that you got from the manufacturer. So if you doubt me on this, just go into your description for your product in your e-commerce store, select all, copy, throw all 7 sentences of the description into Google. Go ahead, just copy and paste, throw it into Google. Google can take multi-line queries. And it can take queries that are 50, 100, 200 words long. So go ahead and copy and paste, put them all into Google, and guess what? It'll say 357 results found. You have 357 pages that are using exactly the same words you're using, and of course, Google's going to say, duplicate content. There's nothing unique here to show. This is all content that Bing can show, Yahoo can show. So you're gone. You're out of there. So that's number 2 mistake. Number 3 biggest mistake that you make is trying to optimize your e-commerce store. I'm sorry, but when's the last time you did a search for a product? Let's say you're trying to buy a car, used car, or furniture, or whatever it is. When's the last time you actually did a search for a product and saw on page 1 an e-commerce store come up? Amazon comes up just because it's huge. Google resists, literally, Google will resist putting you in their search results page 1. You know why? Because Google's competing with you. Literally, Google's competing with Amazon, with eBay, with PayPal, because Google has Google Merchant. Google has Google Checkout. Google has Google Stores. Google has Google Market. So you add all this up, and Google has absolutely no interest. Google doesn't want you to get rich through their search engine. What Google wants to do is get you to put your store inside Google's marketplace. Google wants you to be a Google Checkout user, not a PayPal user, not a credit card processing e-commerce store, a credit card merchant system with your bank. Google doesn't want you to use your bank's merchant processing system. They want you to use Google Checkout. So if they find that you're trying to promote your own e-commerce store, sorry, you're at a disadvantage because you're directly working against Google itself. The easier thing to do, the smarter thing to do is advertise your product on YouTube. I'll tell you why. 2 reasons. Google owns YouTube. Google wants to send traffic back to its own servers. And YouTube is owned by Google, so you stand a much, much higher chance of getting to page 1 of Google under your product name as long as it matches the query that one of your customers typed in if you're in YouTube, number 1. Number 2, 343% higher sales conversion rate with videos. A video is 343% more likely to sell a product than a web page with a description, with just text. No kidding. Google this if you want. Zappos, YouTube. Just Google Zappos YouTube. Zappos is putting videos of all their products on all their websites now. Zappos just literally tripled the size of their YouTube video production department in-house in Zappos Shoes because they know this. Because they know that people buy from video more than they buy from just a 1-paragraph description. So those are the 3 biggest mistakes that you make when trying to market your e-commerce store through Google. For the 8 checklist of what to do right, how to do it correctly, that'll be available. It's free for our subscribers only at Sparka, SPARKAH.com/private. Oh, and by the way, if you did enjoy this video and if you learned something, please do help us out by giving us a thumbs up down there. If you click like, we really appreciate it and helps us become more visible. If you need help with your e-commerce, if you'd like to talk to us and get us on the project of getting your e-commerce store to page 1 of Google, we're at sparka.com/SEO. SPARKAH.com/SEO. Looking forward to helping you.